Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm excited you're here with me today as we've got another Stack Your Stash. Yay, it's Stack Your Stash Day. Okay, more stash builders. Seems to be the only thing that anybody's interested in watching, so I guess that's what I'll do. At least till I run out of ideas or I need to take a break. So here we go. Now from our last Stack Your Stash, I'm going to show you something. So how are you guys? Are you all good? I hope so. Hope everybody's healthy and happy and safe and all that good stuff. Today it's a beautiful sunny day in California. Nice and bright and sunny. A little bit chilly, but at least the sun is out and no rainy. We are getting so soggy. I'm actually getting webs on my feet. So anyway, I hope you're good. Not really complaining, but you never know, right? Okay, I just want to see what you're seeing. Let me get this down here. All right, there we go. All right, so these were the last ones I did, and they were those nice envelopes that we folded up. It was in our last Stack Your Stash, and it has two little pockets, and I put some goodies in the pockets. I added a pocket up here and stuck a little something in there. I have a pocket up here, stuck a little something in there. I didn't really find the things I wanted to put in there, but I will eventually. So here you have it, and this is all just made out of an envelope that we did in our last stash. So envelope pocket. And there's the front, and there's the back, and then I just put a little, we put an eyelet in here, and I added a little ribbon. So we just put that through the hole and pull it through. Of course, you can do this a million ways. You could just put one on there. You can put two. You can wrap it around. You don't need to put any eyelets if you don't have any, right? Just wrap your ribbon around the page. I don't have any fingernails left. I broke them all off. All right, so I'm just going to take a little loop and pull it through like that. Can leave it like that, or you could tie yourself a little bow, and there you have it. All right, so then I did another one, and this one was done. I didn't get a chance to do this one on camera. This was Rachel, Roxy Creation. Her, can't remember what this one was called, but it's one of her new kits. And this time I just covered it with all of her papers, and I put some little tags in there. These all come from her kits. All this bits came from her kit. So you can see, adorable. So these are to stack your stash with. So again, I just kind of did the same loop thing. Nope, this one I think because I didn't make the ribbon long enough, I was being a little bit chintzy with the ribbon. So I just put it through to keep it close so I wouldn't lose all the little cute little tags. And of course you could put more tags inside, whatever you want. I'm waiting for, you know, when I do a journal, because I do have a journal this would go in. So I will wait for that journal to add anything else that I might be thinking about adding, right? So sometimes it's good to just decorate one. Now, what I recommend when we're doing these Stack Your Stash is decorate one right away. That, and put it with your blanks, if you're leaving them blank, so that you know, oh yeah, that's how I want to decorate that, right? So this is actually for a project that I'm working on, so that's going to go in a different place. This one's going to go in with all of our blanks. Let's see if I can find the blanks. I'll show you. But you know what? I don't have many left. I'm already using them up. I think I only have 2 blank ones left. So I'll probably cut some more because I'm making some things out of these for a project. So those, my stash is already getting used. I don't know if I'll ever get a stash because I do so much. You know, I need them like right away. So, all right. What you guys up to? Anything new and exciting? I'm not. Same old, same old. So today we're doing these triple pockets. They're made from one page triple pocket. A lot of fun to make. I actually have 2 pockets we're going to do today. So this is the first one, and I have made a number of them. One with a little book page, one with a digital, and one with scrapbook paper. So get out whatever you want to work with. Get a bunch of them, okay? And I'll show you how to do it. Now, with a book page, it was tiny. So, you know, it wasn't a very big book page. So our book page on this one was just, let me see. The book page on this, I'm going to jump in because we got to get going. Almost 9 inches by 5.5. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take that book page and you want to fold it in half, right? Fold it in half. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to fold it over. Okay, so you're just going to fold it in half. Pick your front, and you want to fold it up like that. Then you want to fold it over. Then you want to take, you want to open it, and you want to turn down your first page, your first little pocket, okay? You're going to bring it back up, and it's going to look like this, okay? And then you're going to decide where you want your next one, right? You've done the first one. So now we're going to take the next one, and we're going to fold it over, right? So now we've got 2 pockets. Then we're going to take and fold one more over, and that gives us 1, 2, 3 pockets. I have rounded all of this because I like mine round. You can leave them straight if you want. You would glue down the sides here or glue up to here so that you can easily get into your pockets, right? And then you can glue this down or leave it as is, whatever you want to do, right? So this is a digital page. Now I didn't do a double-sided one because I feel like this is a parchment paper, so it's not white on the back, right? So I'll do one for sure. But what you want to do is you want to fold it up like we did before. You want to fold it in half. Then you want to take and turn down your very first one. Now your first one that you open back up, you're going to leave like a little, about 1/8 right there, and you're going to turn it under. So you've got this. Then you're going to take and you're going to turn down the next one, and you kind of have to eyeball it and play a little bit, and you're going to turn it down. Then you're going to go over here. It's like this, right? So you're going to turn that one back. Now you notice some of these have more than one line because it took me a little bit to line it up. And then you're going to have this open back here, right? So I have rounded all the corners again. I don't like the way that one rounded, so I'm going to put it back in my corner rounder and see if I can get a better round on it. Yeah, I did. All right, that's better. And again, you're going to glue down the side. Now, if you think you don't like this and you want to put paper back here, or you don't like this, don't glue it up until you get a chance to cover the bits that you don't like. Another option you have is if you don't want all of this paper back here, all these lines, you could cut this off. So I'll show you what I mean. I hope this isn't too confusing. It's kind of hard to describe, but you're going to turn that down, fold it up. Okay, there's that next one. Well, we don't need all of that. So I'm going to cut that back a little bit, and I'm going to glue it down. And then you end up with all these pretty triangles, or you can just leave them there. You don't have to cut them off. You do not have to cut them off. It's up to you. But if you feel like it's just going to make it too bulky beyond what you want, then we would just glue those down. So I'll just do a quick glue on each one. I won't do it on the book page because it's really flimsy. This parchment paper is a little bit heavier, so it doesn't need any more reinforcement. It's a little bit heavier paper. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to put down a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here. You could leave this open if you wanted. It's totally up to you. You can get as creative with this as you want. But this is an old school one that I used to do these all the time and sell them in my shop. And then you glue that down. Okay, you don't have to glue it all the way down, or you can just leave this back one mostly open, but it's the easiest way is so that you can get, see if I can find something to toss in here. See, that's simple, right? Let me make sure we are filming and my camera didn't shut off. I try to clear it as best I can, before we get going. Same thing here. This is a cutie, I mean, you can cover each one. You can put a strip there. You can put something in the back, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to glue that one down until I'm ready to use it. We have our little, these are fun. I do those. Now, I did the same thing with a full 12 by 12 sheet. So, again, you have to figure out what do you want for your front. Now, I wanted the pink in the front. So I folded it up, going the long way. Okay. Then I folded it in half again. So you have 4, all right? Then I opened it back up and I folded my first square down. As you can see, it left a little bit. Went back to it. thought, okay, I want to do another one. So I'm going to fold that down, and that's how much I want to show. Okay. Then I went over here and I folded it over, and then I turned that down. Now you may have to go back and forth a couple times to get where you want it. And there you have your pocket. 1, 2, 3. Very good size, right? Now, I don't want to waste that paper. There's a lot there. And I figure those can make great side tucks or something else. So I don't need, this is very heavy Stamperia paper. And so I'm gonna trim my triangles off carefully, because I feel like I can use those for something else, right? So, I mean, I could just add another pocket right there. Just put that on right there. I could add this one in the back if I wanted, right? So, I mean, you're not wasting it at all. I don't like to waste my expensive scrapbook paper, because you know this stuff is not cheap, so. All right. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to glue those all down. And I'll show you again on, okay, let's go over here. I almost didn't make this video. I am feeling extremely creative, but my husband and I both aren't feeling that great. We don't know. We don't think we got a bug, but we think maybe we're just tired, but both of us are not feeling 100% today. So I told him, well, I'm going to go do a video, go play for a little bit, and if I don't feel better after, I'll just lay down for the rest of the afternoon. So there you go. And then I just used a pretty little punch in the corner. Hopefully you were seeing all that, you guys. I feel like I'm off to the side. I don't know. My camera's in a weird place today. I'm not sure what's going on here. I feel like I need to move it back over that way. I don't know. I bumped it with my head really hard, and it went flying. Poor camera. Now, you could close across the bottom of this one here to close it up, which I think I will. I didn't on that other one. I guess I should have. I kind of forgot about that. Ooh, boy, that gave me a lot of glue. I went crazy with the glue, which means probably not a lot's going to fit down in the bottom. Uh-oh. I think this is a very heavy paper, so I'm just going to stick a couple clips on it for a minute. Do you guys need these clips? We can get them for the shop if you want them. Let me know. Because usually you have to buy like 100, so I go through them like crazy. I love them. Well, I put them on everything, and then I also put them on things that, you know, I sell, so sometimes they're not around anymore, right? They get used. Now, I'm going to leave this side open a little bit because I want to make it easy to get something in this top pocket, but I'm going to close it just a tad. There we go. All right. Now, these are not the Tim Holtz clips. We found a source for these, so we can get a much better deal than Tim Holtz. The ones that are sold by Ranger or whoever sells them. I forget who the manufacturer is for Tim, but we can get them for you if you want them. All right. Let us know if you want to see us carry those. We want to make it a shop that you guys want. Where you can go get stuff. Easy. You don't have to look all over the whole internet or all over Amazon or all over anywhere, right? Cute, right? All right. I'm going to come back to this one. I'm going to let it dry. We'll decorate that one in a minute. Now, of course, you can use whatever you want to use, right? Whatever paper, whatever you want to use. You can use a big piece of music paper. You can use coffee dyed paper. And like I said, you can use all of these goodies. I think I might do one of these. These are for another project. So I'm showing you 2 projects today. So, which I'll do the other one in just 2 seconds. So this one, what you're going to want to do is this is a a digital. This is Shabby Shabby Dabby Doodah. This is her perfume collection, the light one. So what you want to do is you want to fold it all the way up to the top, just like this, going long. Then fold it over in half. Now that's pretty wide. You may not want it that wide because that's going to leave us at 5.5, which is kind of cutting it close. So what I'm thinking before I fold it in half, actually, before you do that, I would definitely figure out the length of your paper before you do that. I'm going to cut off this little bit right here before I do that. That's a pretty little bit I can use, right? Now I'm going to fold it in half because now it's not quite as wide as it was. Let me see, what do we got? That puts us at 4.5. So that's a better size. Now you could have folded it this way first, and then this way as well. You can do both. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that as I turned my pages back, well, maybe that would be better. Let me think. Nope, no matter what you do. Okay, you can go either way. Either way. If you fold it the other way, don't worry about it. It'll still be fine. So get out your bone folder, which I just had here. Let me find it. I mean, if you wanted 5.5 inches, the full length of a page, that's fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open it up again. And we're going to, now you have to decide how deep you want that pocket. There's one. Now this is going to make a different, it's going to give you more space up there because this is very long and very narrow. I don't know why the other one didn't come out that way. Let me look at it for a minute. Did I already glue this down? I did. And then we're going to fold the next one down, which is this one. And then we have one more to fold down, which is this back one here. See? So I'm going to kind of eyeball it from here, kind of get it where I think I want it. And just do a little corner. There you have it. As wide as you want it. I hope this isn't confusing. I really hope it's easy to understand. It's hard to explain. I've been making these so long, I have to really think about what to tell you because I just automatically do them. I wanted to cut off that edge. It was a little too, it had a white spot there. I didn't want to ink the heck out of. Now, you could do a really fancy little corner there, or you could just do a corner round. I'm going to corner round every corner because I like the way that looks. There we go. And I could decorate this up with just a label. I could add a lady. I could, you know, do all kinds of things. I can ink this. Add a little color. I had backed this with some pink. I double printed it. I printed the back so you could see. Right? These are super fun to put on a page or to use as a standalone, right? They're adorable. Aren't they great? I mean, you could leave it to where you could open, you could just leave it like this, cut this off, and, you know, just cut it off and glue it down, and you could have it open and put a piece of paper in there and write in it, or you can close it up. I mean, you could do a million little things. But again, I don't really want all this paper bulk in there. What I do with my scissors. Plus, I love these little corners. They're fun to use for things. All right, and we'll glue this up. These are so fun. They don't have to be glued down to perfection because they are going to be hidden. So it just kind of gives you a little bit of strength on that pocket, I guess. There you go. And then I'm just going to close it right here. And I think I'm going to close a little bit right here. Up. Shoot, I pulled that right back open, didn't I? And maybe we could just stick a little clip there. Cute. Now, if you didn't like this corner, you could cut it off. It'd be cute angled. Actually, I'm thinking I'm gonna, just for the heck of it, I'm gonna do that. Just for a little bit different look. I like that. I know I rounded it, but I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. You could put a little glue up at the top if you don't want it to move around. You want your pockets to be tight, or you can leave it open like that so it's easy to get things in and out. It's up to you as to how tight you want your pocket. You could glue that down, you could glue that down, and you could glue that down, you know, if you don't want it wide open, which I think I'm going to do a little bit. You don't have to, but I think I will. There, so we have a little bit tighter pocket. So when you go to put something in there, but you do want to leave some space, so be careful about closing it up too much. Yeah, I think I closed that too much. I think that you got to be careful up there. Maybe not do that. Up to you. I left this open because it's small at the top, right? But this one was bigger. It came out differently. I can show you why that came out differently. Let's see. Do I want one? I've got this one and this one. And what else do I have? Oh, yeah. And then we have this one. That's a really cool one. Really big. This is definitely a standalone. It would not fit in your... Now, if I wanted it to fit in a journal, I'd have to cut it off here. I would have to cut off, I'd take it over to Bertha and cut it down. If, let's say I want it, because this is 6 inches. So this is definitely loaded up and standalone. You know, we've got those two. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, yep, and we had our little one over here. So we have 4 different ones, all different shapes. Kind of depends on how you fold your paper. You can, you know, fold it this way so it gets, okay, I was doing it long way, but you could go what I call fat ways. Go up like this and then fold it this way. So you're going to get a taller one versus a long and narrow. You have 2 options. You can either fold it, you know, long ways and do it, or you can go this way. Okay, so we're going to go like that. And again, we're just going to fold it in. There's your first one. Here's your second one. You want it to be kind of, what's the word? Is that perpendicular? Or, I can't remember what the term is. And I want to do this one over here. So we're going to do a little one there. Make sure that edge is even with that edge, and they're both going like parallel. We want them parallel to each other. That's what I was looking for. There you go. That's simple. And then you can decide if you want to, you know, push that one back there, or you're going to leave it a point, or you can round it. You can do whatever you want. But now we have a whole bunch of different kinds of pockets we can use. I am going to go ahead and round everybody because I like that. That's my thing. Look at that. Okay, pretty little pocket. And that pocket's ready to go. Now, you could cut those off, or you could leave them on there. It's totally up to you. There we go. So we have all different sizes depending upon the papers that you have. I don't think I'll fold that one that way. Or maybe I will. I don't know. This is a piece of old music. So when you want to pick your front is what you're going to see. So you want to make sure that is the thing that is at the top. Bring it over, lay it down. Yeah, this is not a digital. And then you want to fold back so this stays on the top. This front here stays on the top. Right. And then you open it back up. Fold it as deep as you like it. Close it. You're going to grab your next page, which is the next one in, and you're going to fold it. And then you're going to look at this page, you're going to open it, and you're going to say, oh, I want it about there. I'm going to open it back up. Make sure that this line and that line are parallel. This way and this way. And look at that. Isn't that adorable? Now you could push that down if you want one that has a corner like that and make it a tack, or leave it as it is. Oh, I really like these. I'm very happy with them. They are so fun to make. I've been making these for a lot of years. And they're fun to fill. Although you do have to make stuff to put in them, or find cards or something to put in them. Decorate the outside. And then, you know, fill it. Put an image here and then fill it. You know, that's the easiest way to do it. So now we have all different sizes and kinds and colors. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in just a few minutes. Yeah, only takes a few minutes. I had to stop to, you know, talk about it, but you can see how fast you can fold them. I would put out a whole bunch of papers on your desk and just fold them all at once, and then go back and glue them all at once, or cut them all at once and then glue them. If you're going to cut off the extra bit, you know, do all the cutting and then go back and do all the gluing, and then you're ready to decorate. Now, if you want to cover the back page because it's a blank piece, say this is white, don't glue until you've covered that sheet. You don't need a lot to cover it. I mean, you could put that in there and cover it up, right? So it's totally up to you what you want to do. I mean, you can add this to the bottom to get another pocket if you want, and just round the corner to make it fit. So lots of things you can do. Like I was saying over here, I could add another pocket. I can just glue that on there. And wouldn't that be pretty? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 would give me 4 pockets. So that's a possibility. I'm actually going to put that with that. And then if I really wanted to get creative, look what I could do. Because these are all different sizes. Look, I could go like that. Oh, this is getting fun. I can do a waterfall. Look at that. And look at all the things I can do. I can add 1, 2, 3 to this 1, 2, 3, and it makes 6 pockets. Isn't that fun? So you can take all those and add them if you want, and then just put a little image there, a flower or something. So I'm actually going to let those live in there with those. So to remind me that I want to do something with that. Okay. And then these, I don't think I'll do that with, but you never know. So, I mean, like if I really didn't like that up there, I could round this piece and put it up here. And that would take off some of the white, you know, the parchment color, right? So I could do that. So maybe I'll put that in there so that I don't lose it. So I know I want to do something with that, right? I don't think I would want to do that with this one because I like that image down there and I don't want to cover it, right? So, but they're not bad if I wanted to take and add them to something else. Like if I wanted to add it to this, I could add it to this one. Right? So you could take some of those triangles and add it to maybe a plain piece of paper that you're using, or something tiny like this. So you do have quite a few choices here. What you can do with your scraps. That's why I rarely ever have scraps, because I tend to use them right off the bat. So, all right. There we go. We have all of these to use for future. I'm not going to decorate right this moment. I was going to decorate, but I think I've decided not to because I want to move on to one more page. Now, this is just a pocket piece. This is a fold over pocket. You get a double pocket here. You get 1 and 2. All you do is just take the piece of paper, fold it in half, and then turn it in however much you want. Now, I didn't want giant pockets, but you could have giant pockets. I wanted this piece to be a bit wider. Let's see, how wide did I get this? I got this at 3.5, which is about what I like for the width of my ephemera, so I turned in my ends. Now, measuring this for you won't work because everybody has different size paper. Also, because I did it digital. Now, you can use music paper. You can use coffee dyed paper. You can use foam book. I don't care what you use. You can use whatever you want. So all you want to do is just fold the 2 ends in. We'll fold it in half and then fold the 2 ends in. So I'll show you. All right, so this one, we're going to fold it in half as best you can. Right in half, okay? And then you're going to fold in whatever you want. Now, you can do it by eye or you can measure it. Okay. And you can either fold it over to get the exact on the other side. I think that works. I think that works the best. Just fold one right over the other, then open it. And there you have it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, gosh, that's a gorgeous paper. This is, again, Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I told you way back when that I use a lot of her digitals. I love working with them, especially the ones that look like this. These are just pretty, pretty. I'll do another one. I want a few of these for my journals because these are pretty neutral. They'll go great in a feminine journal, whether it's Marie Antoinette or something else, right? And then I'm just going to fold it. See, there's a line here that I don't have to cut off because you won't see it. It's going to glue right on it. And then if I feel like that's not even, I can fix it. Now is a good time to fix it. As you're burnishing it down, you can line it up, cut it off if it's not right. You can have it as tall or as short as you want. These are all 7.5, so they're plenty. They'll fit in anything I want to do. This one is 7.5 as well. And I also have all of these pages that I could use if I wanted to. But I think I'm pretty... I just want to see what I had here to play with. Oh, that's upside down. This is her emblem. This is Rachel at Roxy Creations emblem kit. I think it's more like royal emblems, really. They're so beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Maybe I'll do this one. I do have some blue journals coming up, or things with blue in it, so definitely might be worth doing. And make sure you get it as even as you can on each side. Of course, if you don't cut yours quite right, then you won't get it right, right? It'll be off. And there you have it. Pretty, pretty, right? Okay, now you're not going to leave them like that, I promise. I'm going to move those. Those are leftovers for right now. Now you're going to take your glue, what did I do? Oh, there it is. Goodness gracious. Okay, so you're just going to go along the edge. Okay. And you want to get it as close to the edge as you can. But I'm not great at it, so I'm going to get what I get, I guess. And I would definitely burnish it down, get the glue to adhere. And then there you have your pretty little fold over. Now you could slide this over the edge of a page, on a page, in a pocket. And then you have a pocket that can go with two things. You can put something here or something here. And it could definitely go over the page of a journal. So let me grab my journal and share with you what I would do with that. Let me get it. I always forget to leave this out for me so I could show you what we're doing. Okay. So you can whip these out in a heartbeat. They're very, very quick. So if you have a journal and you have a blank page, you could just wrap this around like this. Go like that. It becomes a flip out, right? Or you can just glue it down on 3 sides, use it as a pocket, and then it'll flip open. Like if you just glue down, it'll open like this, and then that becomes a pocket if you've glued the top and the bottom and the side. I said you could put it over the page. You can pop it in a pocket very easily. See, you can just pop it into a pocket, and it looks real pretty. So there's all kinds of things you can do with that. It's not just limited to one thing. So I think you're going to find these, and you can make like 50 of them in a minute, you know. Super, super quick. But the great thing about them is they can be used forever. I mean, they're not limiting in any way. And I think they'd be great in a Christmas journal if you're going to do your Merry Monday stash. I may go back and do some of those in one of my Merry Mondays when I get back to those. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be back to those. I'm trying to catch up with everything. So I really wasn't sure if I was going to do Merry Monday this year. I'm still unsure as if I'm going to start it again or just not do it this year. I did it all for a whole year. So I don't know if I want to do it again this year. We'll see. That was my initial plan, but you know, plans change, right? You get busy, and I have so many projects I want to do. And so I don't know, but I did leave out a lot of Christmas stuff to do it with, so it's not like I don't have it. And I have plenty of ideas, believe me. You guys will have to tell me if any of you are interested in Merry Monday or not, or if that's something you're just not interested in this year. Let me know if you want to see Merry Monday. Okay, now this one, I see a bit of a white edge. And I did try to cut it off, but my cutter, because it's so thin, you know, it's a thinner paper, did not want to cut that. So I'm going to make sure I get rid of that white edge. I don't generally have to ink these, but I felt like that because of the white edge is probably a good idea before I glue it down. Because I didn't have any white edges, I think, on either of these. These are fine. I did a good job of cutting those. Oh, I just love this perfume one. Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't know if you could see that, but isn't it gorgeous? It's beautiful. And then I just put a soft pink on the inside. Just for something other than white. And I didn't really want to put another print in here because A, look at this pretty print. I don't feel like we need one. But B, I thought it would just be too busy. It would be nice to have something that where your eye could rest a little bit, you know. So we've done all of our folding and trimming or whatever, inking, whatever we need to do. And now we're doing our glue, and then we are done. And it will be a matter of decorating them up, right? Oop, I got a white page over. I got a white edge over here. Yeah, my cutter is getting so dull. But it still cuts. As long as it cuts, I'm not giving up on her. Miss Bertha will stay with me until she won't cut at all. Until she mangles every piece of paper I put in there. All right. That one kind of has a blue bottle, but then you get over here and you have the pink inside. So it's so funny that that's blue there. Well, my cabinet card book that I put all my ladies in, all the cabinet cards, is so full it won't even fit in the space. So I'm going to have to take them out of what I put them in and put them in something else. It just doesn't work there. I just have too many, and I don't even have them all in there. So it's like, oh man, I think I'm going to switch to some little mini binders. I have some little tiny mini binders. And I think I'm going to switch to those and put them in there and use multiple ones and maybe put certain ones in certain binders, you know, break them out, thin them out, you know, by era or what they are, like all the bride ones and all the kids and all that, you know, certain ones, couples in one, and then put all of my Victorian in another and all my Rococo in another, you know, so I may have to do that. So in just a couple seconds, we were able to do 4 of these, a couple minutes, boom, we've got 4 of these ready to go into a journal We can decorate by putting an image on here of some kind. And same with this one and same with this one. So it won't take any time at all to decorate these out. So that is our Stack Your Stash. I hope you guys are still enjoying this. As long as you guys want me to keep doing it, I will. So hopefully, you know, that's something you still want to see. The other videos haven't been particularly well received. Well, I mean, you guys, my regulars watch them, but it seems like they're not as popular otherwise, you know. So I don't really know. What do you guys want to see from me this year? I mean, I have a lot of projects like the Touch of Romance, so I don't know whether to keep going with those or what to do with that. So let me know. I mean, with this Stack Your Stash, you are seeing a lot of ephemera made. So, you know, you're getting a lot of different things from me on this Stack Your Stash. So, you know, we made quite a few. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 pieces that are going to go into our, this one I might have to cut down because it is really wide. I think I'm going to have trouble unless I just keep it as a standalone, which I probably will. I actually have an idea for that. So I probably won't put them in that, but well, that's it, you guys. I think that's all I'm going to do today. I don't think I'm going to try to decorate it up or anything. If I do decorate any of them, I will put them in my next video because I really need to work on other projects. And I'm just really just building a stash here. I think this is pretty good for us. I think we had a good stash building day. So all right, that's it, you guys. Thank you for coming and watching and hanging out with me today. And I want to thank you all for being subscribers and giving me thumbs up and liking and loving and commenting. Your comments mean everything. I read them all. I try to answer everything that I can. And, you know, kind of chat with you guys. So thank you. It means the world to me that you do that. So I love you all. I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.